Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I make videos about personal finance, investing, and building wealth. I aim to provide useful money tips and financial education to help you reach your goals. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Your support really helps me keep making great content. I also love hearing your video requests, so let me know what money topics you want me to cover in the comments. Today we're talking about an interesting topic: why renting can actually be a smarter financial decision than buying a home. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but stick with me because we're going to go in depth on the numbers. The traditional advice says you should stop throwing away money on rent and buy a house as soon as possible. There's this notion that owning a home is always the best financial move, but the reality is more nuanced. Renting can make more financial sense in many situations. For example, when you're early in your career or anticipate moving in the near future, renting likely aligns better with your lifestyle needs. Renting provides more flexibility if you need to relocate for a job or aren't ready to settle down in one area long term. Also, renting allows you to live in more central, high-demand neighborhoods that have incredibly high home prices. Renting also allows more disposable income each month. Your rent is likely far less than what a mortgage would be. When you rent, you're not responsible for repairs, property taxes, homeowners insurance, and maintenance, all costs that fall on the landlord. As a renter, you avoid hefty one-time and surprise housing expenses that homeowners routinely pay. This gives you more cash flow to save and invest earlier in life. Many rentals also include access to amenities like gyms, pools, and clubhouses without any extra fees. So as a renter, your housing comes with more bundled benefits. The mobility issue applies to job changes too. If the average worker stays at a job for about 4 years, constantly buying and selling houses isn't practical or financially advisable, given all the fees wrapped up in buying, selling properties. The numbers often don't make sense. And if the housing market dips when you want to sell, you could end up losing money or being forced to sell for less than what you paid. Related to job changes, people are getting married later in life and having children later too. So if you rent and then meet a serious partner you want to move in with, it's far simpler to find a new rental or having your partner move in with you. With home ownership, the decision becomes more complex if you're not married. Renting provides greater relationship flexibility. There's also the common argument that renting is throwing away money each month, while a mortgage builds equity that you keep. But this isn't always true. Yes, mortgage payments build equity if the home appreciates in value. But you have to account for closing fees, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, and more. Extra costs that renters avoid. So when you run the numbers, renting often gives you more cash flow to invest elsewhere, like stocks / crypto / etc. Those investments can yield higher returns than housing appreciation minus the homeowner costs. The key is putting that extra cash flow to work in the market over the long run. When you invest through retirement accounts like 401ks and IRAs, you benefit from compound growth for decades. Plus, if the housing market dips, renters aren't impacted. Their investments keep steadily growing. Renters also avoid paying thousands in realtor fees whenever they decide to move. Simply put, the renting plus investing strategy allows you to take advantage of market returns and diversify your assets across different categories. Another underrated benefit of renting is lifestyle flexibility. As a renter, it's far easier to relocate to a different neighborhood or city if you want to upgrade your living situation, be closer to friends, family, or chase better weather. Without the burden and stress of selling a home, renters can freely move to where they want, when they want. Renters don't have to deal with showings or staging a property for sale. You can simply give notice and move. This flexibility allows you to pursue new job opportunities in different cities without being tied down. It also gives you the freedom to travel more or live abroad for periods of time, which homeowners struggle to do. Of course, owning real estate can be a smart play too, especially when housing values rapidly appreciate. And yes, paying a mortgage builds equity, so there are financial merits to buying. But it's not the instant wealth builder that some make it out to be. Don't rush into homeownership just because it seems like the thing to do. Run the numbers for yourself and see if renting makes more sense right now. You can always buy later when you're ready. Additional reasons renting can make sense. I want to highlight some other reasons why renting is often the smarter financial move, especially for younger adults and those new to the working world. 1. Job market fluidity. Today's job market is more fluid than ever. The average worker stays at a job for only about 4 years before finding a new opportunity. This job-hopping lifestyle lends itself better to renting than owning. Imagine having to buy and sell a home every time you switched employers. That would get stressful and expensive quickly. As a renter, you can simply pack up and start fresh in a new city when you change jobs. 2. Lack of large down payment. Most lenders require a 10 to 20% down payment to qualify for a mortgage and avoid private mortgage insurance. When first starting out, workers rarely have $60K plus in the bank for that down payment. Renting lets you build savings over time until you can make a healthy down payment. There's no rush. Renting is often the smart play at first. 3. Unexpected life changes. When you're in your 20s/30s, life changes happen constantly. You may meet a partner and move in together. Or maybe you have an unexpected pregnancy or family illness that requires relocation. As a renter, adapting to changes is much easier than if you owned a home. Renting provides the flexibility you need early on. To recap, renting allows you to maximize flexibility in your career, relationships, lifestyle decisions, and long-term wealth-building strategy. When you rent and invest the savings, you diversify your assets across different categories while harnessing market returns. Renting also avoids big one-time housing expenses that fall on homeowners. If buying doesn't make solid financial sense or fit your current lifestyle needs, don't be afraid to keep renting and putting your money to work elsewhere. All right, everyone, that wraps up this expanded video on why renting is often smarter financially than buying, especially when you're young or new to the workforce. I covered more reasons why renting aligns well with job changes, lack of down payment savings, and unexpected life events. I hope you found this helpful. Let me know what other money topics you want me to cover in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.